Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we picked up all but one of the data discs, secret discs. Well, all but three if you're counting the two in the final stage, which for the purposes of right now, I'm not. So today what we're going to do is we're going to get that last... the last thing. And I found that there's a spot up here we can actually go to, and there's actually a kid up here. Let's just be Model F and punch the kid in the face. No, it's Chris, of course. You'd be a troublemaker. Hang out here, up here. You want some toys. Okay, well, good for you. Super cool superheroes. He'd like to see a legendary superhero. And we get his pin. That's great. So obviously we're going to talk to the comic book geek Ray here, who conveniently sold all that stuff because, you know, this ordeal could not be that easy. It actually isn't much more complicated than this. So what we have to do now is we go and talk to the person over here, looking for some legendary superhero stuff. Oh, it was a secret disc. Gave it away to one of the kids in Hunter's camp. The kid in question I ended up cutting because I wasn't sure where I was going to find the kid. But the kid we actually needed to find ends up being Chris. So Chris had his superhero stuff all along. The flying disc toy, that's it. Are you sure we're not allowed to punch kids in the face? Didn't look like a legendary hero to you, uh-huh. But with that, we should have all but those two discs. And we gave him back the pin we never used anyways. Let's go take a look at our disk database here. Yeah, so today we're going to, well, now that we've gotten this, see, those are the two that we get from the final stage. Those snail enemies, snail shell enemies, they'll give me, oh, look at that. That's box art from the original Mega Man 1. That's a neat little Easter egg there. I guess that's also our legendary superhero. That's a cool thing to find. Okay. With that now, we're going to go talk to Carly Carmine. Hi there, I'm Carly Carmine. Rare mechanaloid found in the oil field. Okay, so yeah, we're going to complete these other quests. We're going to finally get back to completing that Scrapyard quest 2 that we didn't finish up. Okay, so we have to go find the... We got a micro transmitter. Alrighty, so let's go and do that. So we're at the oil field right near the end of the first area. And there's our broken down mechanaloid. It actually looks pretty familiar. So what's going to happen is we're going to see that again. So keep that in mind, and you'll get a better picture of what it was. At first I thought it was just the red broken down snake thing. Now, speaking of areas here, if you go to the exit where you fought the boss and backtrack your way through here, you can get up to here where we weren't able to get before. You end up coming out the door and then crawling through the one space. And apparently that can kill us. Well, that is a silly death. Okay, no more fooling around, just kill some things. Kill that guy too. Now, I don't know how far this empty pit goes, so we're going to be Queen Bee. Ooh. A little bit of a tight spot there, but okay, we got the engine. And now I want to punch these things in the face. Okay, this is what we're doing. So, yeah, I had to go get the engine again, but I did that off camera. And then I came back to this guy. I did have another silly death like that off camera as well. Yeah, those shielded enemies are a lot more dangerous than what I remember them. But he's going to combine our junk, and we get a booster. A booster seat? I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do with the booster. At first I thought it was one of those equipable chip items. And it's not. It's some kind of tuning part. You can use it to increase your speed. I don't know. That's as far as I go with this. There's probably more to it than that. I can't select the thing. I don't know if we have to give that to someone and then they make a chip out of it. I don't know. And there's our other mission request there. So with that, we'll go back to Carly Carmine because we did the thing. It's very, very old. A dried up ancient sea, huh? Well, it was centuries ago, at least 4 or 5 centuries ago. Because that broken down mechanaloid dates back to, well, we'll wait till we see it on camera here. It's actually going to be on display in this room? No, not this room. This room's not important. On display in this room. Does it look familiar now? Yeah, it is from Launch Octopus's stage in Mega Man X. So it has been to at least 4 or 5 centuries since the events of Mega Man X. Really cool to have a throwback like that here. Also really cool to think that now the oil field is what used to be Launch Octopus's stage. Yeah, I don't think I've met you, Amy. When did you even get here? Amy wants us to go to Plant. And we can go find that at Legion headquarters. Fortunately, we have to go that way anyways to get some comic books. And we also have to go to the control center again to rescue a cute couple of hunters. Okay, a cute couple of hunters. They can be cute, I guess. Amy might think they're cute. I don't know. And then if we go in here, we go into the fridge. This is where we get the food. There's also our birds that we've rescued too. That's where we get the pudding. Remember the guy who will give us the model train if we give him some pudding? Because that seems like a fair trade, you know? But I guess when you're too lazy to go down to the fridge to get the pudding yourself, because it was just sitting there for anyone to take. Same with that shortcake. I think you're supposed to do something else with that shortcake. We're not going to do anything else with that shortcake. We're just going to come up short and eat the cake. So our guy who has the... This is the guy who wants the train. Yeah. And Ray was into model trains, but then he decided to not be useful to us and sold the model train to someone else. Just like he did the legendary superhero stuff. So Owl is the one with the train. He wants the pudding. So that way he does not have to get up and move to get food. He just gets food brought to him. And we get a model train. And that model train is actually going to go on that shelf in the fancy smancy room there. We'll show that off a bit later as well. Of course, the plant is going to go there, and comic books are going to end up going there, and all sorts of stuff. So now I think we'll go buy comic books. So Train 3, this little shop here, I still don't know what that bucket's for. But Marina will now sell us comic books. Do we want green, blue, or orange? Those are very descriptive comic books. We'll take blue because blue is my favorite color. You can probably figure out why it's my favorite color. But we can't buy all three of them, which I find is odd. It'll be even more odd later on. You'll see what I mean. And now we go a little bit further to get to Legion headquarters. Recognize that plant? I do, from the Mega Man Zero series. Specifically, I think that plant was introduced in Zero 2. That's a cool thing to find. We can only pick up one plant, and once you pick a plant, you can't pick another one, ever. And I'm thinking that the plants are all going to be in this room. Like, this room is going to be my only choices for plants. And so we're going to go up here, and I'm like, well, I didn't care for the first two plants. So then I found this plant. And I'm like, I guess I'll go with this one. It says you can only pick up one at a time. It implies that, the way it's worded, it implies that you can come back and get the other ones. You can't. I don't think. I can't say I ever tried that. But then I continued forward, and yeah, there's a cactus plant. I would rather have the cactus. That's actually cool. Because then if anyone makes me upset in that room, I can just grab the cactus and smack them with it. And teach them to get on my bad side. You know, when I'm not punching kids in the face and that. There's some other cool plants. Okay, like everything that I've seen since the plant we picked up is better than the plant I picked up. Oh, that one's a little bit more vibrant. Our plant looks lame. But they won't let us drop it. I don't think we can come back and get another one. It's just, this is what it is. Alright. So then we will go... yeah, we're done here. So we'll go back to this room. See, here's the model trains. There will be comic books up there, like a whole collection of them, but only the blue ones will be up there. And you can't go back and buy more. I tried. You can't re-talk to Sharon and get the other comic books, which is weird. What's really weird about it is that the comic books are only going to fill up 1/3 of the bookshelf, which implies that if we could buy the orange and the green, they'd fill up the other sections of the bookshelf. I don't know why we can't fill up the entire bookshelves with the comics. Like, Have you ever gone to a store and the store's like, we have this stuff, its price is this, I'll let you buy one of them, but I'm not going to let you buy the others. No, this is not the comic book shop where you can actually buy all the comics. You can only buy one of the comics. Because this is a comic book shop that doesn't want to make money. I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, that's what totally is happening with our comic book shop. So we're going to travel all this way. We're going to talk to Sharon again. Oh, yeah, I'm going the wrong way now. And it's a comic book she already has. She probably would say the same about any of the ones we bought. So she decides to donate. Oh, we get the ice boots. Those are nice. May as well equip those. Don't know what good they're going to do at this point in the game, but we have them now. Alright, so in the control tower, you know, that final climbing tower section where we had this room where there was nothing in here? Well, here's our cute hunters that we're here to rescue. So apparently they were trying to carry a chandelier. How the heck were they able to carry a chandelier through this stage? It makes no sense. But whatever. It's Mega Man ZX Advent. Let's just go with it. So now we come back here, and Romeo is out here in front of the room. The girl yelled at you for putting it. Well, you were probably doing it wrong. So you see that we have the blue comics, and we have a bunch of empty spaces on the shelves. Whatever. That's what we have. So with that, I'll see you guys next time, and we'll move on to the final stage.